my name is Yasmin Robles with Robles Designs, and I am going to go over a site that we just launched called leadwithinsight.com. Bethany is amazing. She was just a really great client. So this is one of the, I would say, simpler sites that we have built. It is on Squarespace, and I'm just going to go over real quickly what we did for her on her site. So she provided the imagery, which was amazing. She provided the logo and color scheme. So one of the first things that we did is we wanted to put her face on the very top. It just adds some personality. It shows who is behind the scenes. Even if you have a company where you are not the main person, but you are the main strategist, or you are the face of the company, this is just a great way for you to show that. And if you go to my site right now, as of this recording, there is no face of me, but I am waiting for those headshots to come in because I am so excited to update my site and do some of this beautiful work where you're adding a little bit of personality. You're showing who is managing the company, and it just adds trust. So that's one of the great things about this. And then developing great leaders is a great headline. We have a sub-headline, always a call to action. Hers is going to the contact page. And then we just listed out the benefits, and again, going to either executive coaching or leadership coaching, which are her true offerings. In the About section, we kept it a little simpler. We didn't put a button, but instead we linked it with, you can see here, learn more about Bethany. And that was so that it wouldn't distract from the main buttons of either getting you to the contact page or getting you to the services to learn more. Beautiful quote. We have a little bit about her approach. We did use some stock images, and she was very knowledgeable about her brand and the type of people she wanted in the images. With this image, I do believe that we edited a little bit because some of the colors were very bright. And if you can see throughout the site when you go and visit leadwithinsight.com, a lot of the colors are muted. Even in her own photography, you can see it here. It's not a bright blazer. It's muted. So we wanted to keep that with everything else, and so we downplayed some of the colors that were in some of the stock images. The final call to action on a homepage. So as you can see, the pattern: contact us, benefits, and leading to those services, a little bit about us, quote, approach, and final call to action. She focuses only on LinkedIn as of right now, so that's the one we put on. And then in the footer, we utilized it to just get you to the pages that you would want to see a bit quicker. So home, the coaching development, about page, and contact page. If you have any other pages, so if she was collecting emails, we would do maybe a privacy policy page in the footer as well. Let's see, so some tweaks that we get to make still, but the great thing about this one is that we just very light on content. So with this client, she will be adding more of the content on her own. So we set her up for success that way. And we even did a training session on how to, and we recorded it, so we did it on Zoom, on how to update her site, and how to use the elements in Squarespace, how to change out images, all that great stuff, so that when she is ready to add more of that content, she could just hit the ground running, go back and watch the video, and add that stuff in there. So she has her About page, which is perfect. Again, this image was from her. She has her headshot. She has a little bit about her here, and then some certifications. If we could jazz it up a little bit, I would say maybe adding a testimonial, the logos for those certifications. I would not link to the sites that offer those certifications, but definitely logos are great. It's another visual. And if she was on Instagram, I would put an Instagram feed either on the homepage and the About page, or one or the other. Contact page, we set it to Columbus, Ohio general, because she does not have, as far as I know, she did not mention that she had an office, but she is located in Columbus, Ohio. So we did set it that way. Again, connect with Bethany on LinkedIn. We have the contact form, plain and simple. just very easy to navigate, simple site. So yeah, that's what we did for her. If you are interested in something like this, it is one of the more quickest and simplest websites that we build on Squarespace. So what she had ready was some content, because we don't do the copywriting, although I can connect you with with people who I know can. So she had content, she had the logo, and she had headshots. So from there, what we provided was a setup of the template, jazzing it up, making sure that our color schemes were in there, cropping, and some light image editing, so cropping, blending, um, and then a few stock images is what we provided. And then, a certain feedback process on um, changes that what we would get to make. So we did that. We checked everything on mobile. Um, yeah, so it's just a great. She does great work. So here's another great image of her. And again, so if you look through her site, she only has a couple of headshots. So don't think that you need for a site this size, you don't need too many. So really, I think we only use about 3 or 4 stock images and then headshots. We could have repeated some headshots. Some of them, if you see on the site, they are horizontal, and we were not able to use those as the main banners, but this one was, I'm sorry, vertical, and this one is horizontal, so it is perfect for a main banner. So more horizontal images that you have, the better, especially if you're off to one side and you can put text on the other side. With this one, we put a box around it just to make it pop because of the high contrast. If you see on from the windows and the jacket and the wall, either you wouldn't be able to read the whole thing depending on where you were scrolling. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions at all about this type of site. Make sure you can visit insightleadership.com, contact Bethany if you're looking for some support in that field, and yeah, let me know if you're interested in it's a very basic site, but it's uniquely her and met all the goals that we've had for her. So yeah, that is just another site that I get to put in my portfolio, and I'm really excited to have worked with Bethany. So let me know if you have any questions. Again, follow me at Robles Design Studio or at Yasmin Robles if you want to follow my personal Instagram. If you're interested in the Digital Hustle Tribe, make sure to follow at Digital Hustle Tribe on Instagram. Check out the events that we currently have on there. Same events on Robles Designs as well as Digital Hustle Tribe. So check those links in bio. If you are not currently on Instagram, make sure to check us out on Facebook. That would be amazing. And give us a follow or a like. Yeah, so let me know if you have any questions about websites, and I will see you in the next video.